What's up, guys? It's Smoshy from youtube.com/Smoshy and twitch.tv/xSmoshy, and today I bring you the first part of a 4-part series called The 4 Rules to Securing a Win. Today's video will highlight everything you need to know about the beginning of a game, commonly referred to as the looting phase. The looting phase is where you will begin searching for weapons, a backpack, ammo, and other items needed to survive, and is also the most dangerous part of the game because items spawn randomly, so you may not always find what you're looking for. The looting phase starts the moment you land and ends the moment you start moving towards the safe zone. You're only given about 10 minutes to loot, so knowing where to land, where to loot, and what to loot will help you on your quest to securing a win. So let's get off this island and into the sky for our first rule: knowing where to land. Where you will land depends on the flight path of the plane. When deciding on a location, keep this in mind. Avoid big towns. These are areas on the map with a name, such as Bitter Lake, Rust Bay, and Observatory. These 3 towns do have the most loot, but also comes with the highest risk. If you want the best chance of securing a win, you should avoid big towns and players altogether. Taking a look at this picture, courtesy of Reddit user Secruiser, you'll see the estimated range you can parachute, which is about 1,000 meters. With this information, you can pinpoint an exact location on the map where you'll run into the least amount of players while also finding enough loot to sustain yourself throughout the game. Most players will land in one of the big towns or within about 1,000 meters from the plane. When choosing a location, remember that the white shapes are buildings. The bigger the shape, the bigger the building. You'll want to find a spot that's about 1,000 meters away and has plenty of buildings within a 500 meter perimeter. You may also land near a road to find a vehicle and drive to a location where players will not be. If the plane is traveling, for example, south to north, you can drive to the east or west coast to loot freely without the fear of other players. To find the distance, open your map and tap anywhere on your map to place a marker. If you're on PC, simply right-click on your map. The number beside it is how far you are from that specific spot. With this information, along with the map from Reddit user Secruiser, you'll want to be within 1,000 meters of your marker. This gives you plenty of distance from other players and allows you to safely loot. So with your marker set, wait for the plane to continue its path until you are about 1,000 meters away. Then press the button to eject, or press F if you're on PC. When falling, look at the top of your screen and find your compass. Turn your camera until you are directly facing your marker. Hold up or W on your keyboard to start moving towards that location. While doing so, also tilt your camera up to slow your fall rate so you can travel a much further distance. Once your parachute opens, hold the I button, or Alt if you're on PC, to look around in the sky for other players who may be in your location. If you do spot players, make a note of where they're landing. You can use this information to either avoid them or to kill them at a later time. If they're landing at your building, pick another building if you know they're going to get there first. Otherwise, continue heading towards your building, find a weapon, and make them regret ever following you. Once on the ground, this is where the looting phase begins. Like previously mentioned, you'll have about 10 minutes to loot as much as you can. So maximizing the speed at which you loot is a skill in itself. But what exactly should we be looting? Well, this is where opinion and preference comes into play. Some players prefer one over the other. If you've been playing for long, you'll likely have your own favorite weapon and attachments. When entering a building, you'll be looking for a backpack along with any medical supplies such as bandages, med kits, and first aid kits. Try not to have more than 10 bandages. When you pick up bandages, they'll come in 5, so only looting them twice should be plenty. A bandage restores 10 HP or health points over 8 seconds, while a med kit immediately restores 50 HP. And a first aid kit, which is the best and most rare among all the healing items, immediately restores full HP. I like to carry as many medkits and first aid kits as I find, since you never know what situation you may find yourself in. Backpacks come in 3 levels. A level 1 backpack will allow you to carry up to 150 items. A level 2 backpack will allow you to carry up to 200 items, while a level 3 backpack allows you to carry up to 250 items. Also, be on the lookout for any sports drinks. A sports drink restores 40 HP over 2 minutes and also increases your movement speed. This item is great for sustaining yourself during a firefight, along with keeping yourself topped up while outside of the circle. I like to keep about 5 on me at all times. And of course, you'll be on the lookout for a weapon. The best main weapons in the game are the assault rifles that use rifle ammunition. I like to carry about 600 bullets. My favorite is the AKM. This does the most damage out of all other automatic rifles, but also has the most recoil. If you prefer less recoil with more stability, the M4A1 may be what you're looking for. But most importantly, we're looking for scopes. These range from red dots to 2 times, up to 8 times, which is considered the holy grail of scopes in Rules of Survival. And 8 times provides 8 times the magnification for that easy and satisfying headshot. You won't always find one, so the next best thing is a 4 times. Of course, you won't get far without proper protection, so be sure to search for body armor and a helmet. These come in 3 levels. A level 1 vest reduces 30% of the damage dealt to the body. A level 2 vest reduces 40% of the damage dealt to the body, while a level 3 vest reduces 55% of the damage dealt to the body. This is the same for helmets, which reduce the damage dealt to the head. So make sure you're always wearing proper protection. Both the helmet and the body armor also has a durability. When this is reduced to 0, the item will be destroyed, no longer providing you protection. To find the durability of your armor, open up your character screen, which is default tab on PC, and click character. There will be a red shield next to your helmet and armor, along with a number. Your durability is reduced with the damage you receive. The higher the level, the higher the durability. You can also check the bottom of your screen above your health for a quick look at the condition of your armor. A white helmet means you have full durability, while a red helmet or vest means your helmet or vest may break on the next bullet to your body or head. Keep in mind that even if you have 1 durability remaining, you'll still block the next shot to your head or body, reducing the amount of damage received depending on the level of armor. So replacing a level 3 helmet with 1 durability for a level 2 helmet with full durability is not worth it. As for attachments, these vary depending on the weapon you have equipped. An M4A1 can use all attachments for its class, such as a suppressor, a flash hider, a compensator, a grip, an extended or quick draw magazine, and a stock. A suppressor reduces the noise and spread of your weapon when fired. A flash hider eliminates muzzle flash and slightly reduces both horizontal and vertical recoil. A compensator reduces horizontal and vertical recoil while also reducing the spread of your bullets. Grips work similar to compensators by reducing both the horizontal and vertical recoil. Extended magazines increase your magazine size from 30 to 40. A quick draw magazine increases reload speed. An extended quick draw increases your magazine size and increases your reload speed. And a stock further reduces the recoil. An AKM can only use a rifle suppressor, commonly called a silencer, a rifle compensator, a flash hider, along with an extended or quick draw mag. I personally enjoy using an AKM on single fire with a silencer, extended quick draw, and a 4 times or 8 times scope. As for a secondary weapon, many players prefer a sniper such as the AWM or the SVD. The AWM is a bolt-action sniper rifle that deals a huge amount of damage per bullet. The SVD is a semi-automatic sniper that deals a decent amount of damage with decent fire rate. Both the AWM and the SVD uses sniper ammunition. Both these weapons are great for picking off long-range targets. The AWM also comes equipped with a 4x scope, which is great if you are unable to find a 4x for your main assault rifle. Along with guns, you're also given the chance to loot deployables such as frag grenades, stun grenades, smoke grenades, and Molotovs. These items are often used to kill targets inside buildings or behind cover. Smoke grenades are also good for blocking vision of your enemy, allowing you to get out of a sticky situation, and can also be used to conceal you while you revive a downed teammate. I often pick up 1 or 2 smoke grenades and multiple frags and Molotovs. Be sure not to loot too many since they can take up valuable space in your backpack. As you're looting, be sure to keep an eye out for players that may be in your area. Think back to where players were when you landed and think about where they may be next. A good indicator that players are in an area is during a bombing zone. This is a red highlighted area on your map where bombs will begin to fall. A bombing zone is started when there are players in the area. So if you have one near you, there are players somewhere inside the red highlighted area. Another indicator that players are around is to look for doors opened. All buildings start with closed doors, so if you see some opened that you personally didn't open, you'll know that players are inside or around that area, so make sure you stay alert. Any gunshots, footsteps, and player-driven vehicles will appear at the top of your screen on your compass if you are within about 200 meters of them. Footsteps are about 15 to 20 meters. So keep this in mind when you're moving from building to building looking for loot. You shouldn't have to worry about this too much if you follow the tips above on where to land and where to loot. Hopefully by now you'll have a better understanding of the early game and the types of items you can find. Remember to avoid big towns. Make sure you parachute far away in order to stay away from other players while you loot. You may also take a vehicle and drive far away to a town that you can loot all to yourself. Loot plenty of medical supplies, sports drinks, and ammo. Be on the lookout for better armor and those 4x and 8x scopes. In my next video, I will cover everything you need to know about the Dangerous Circle. So for now, happy looting, and don't forget the rules of survival.